How often do you feel sad? Do you easily feel overwhelmed? Do you feel things that are not like going well? Like something is missing in your life but somehow can't point it out? What do you do most of the time? Such as hobbies. Something to you used to like lose interest out of the blue. Don't worry. You don't need to blame and pressure yourself to take part in something you don't enjoy anymore. Let's ask our fellow student here.
Well, actually, all the questions you stated are quite similar to what I'm following these past few weeks. I've been in a persistent low mood and I almost wanted to just stay in my room to keep myself away from the world. I used to like reading books, now it's not my thing anymore. It's really hard for me to concentrate to do my academic work in school when almost all the time I experience outbursts because of the simplest things. Now I'm just too tired of myself. I don't know what to do anymore.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that. That must be so hard. Though, based on your personal experience, that may seem like signs of depression. But first, you may ask, what is depression? Let's ask Nicole for help.
I heard you call for me. Now let us first define what this depression is.
Imagine this. You're staring at yourself in the mirror. Simply looking at yourself feels like something is wrong. You don't like what you see. Instead, you noticed even the tiniest flaw. Suddenly, a storm of negative thoughts flows over you, messing with your head, making you feel small. You started to feel hopeless, thinking you were useless and failing in everything. Once you let those emotions go through your head, you'll no longer be able to appreciate things that makes you happy. Depression is a significant mental condition that most people experience. It can negatively impact the way you feel, think, and act. It can produce emotions of sadness, hopelessness, and lack of activity. Depression affects the chemical balance in the brain, decreasing the neurons of the hippocampus, leading to the problems with focus and memory loss. A shrinking hippocampus can make it harder to perform tasks, feeling of disappointment, fear, and stress. People experiencing depression develop several emotions that could impact the quality of their life, such as guilt, despair, hopelessness, and loss of will to live. When things got hard, they chose to distance themselves from other people and activities they typically like. All of them have a different coping mechanism, though sometimes they aren't even aware they are doing it. Life isn't easy, and most of the time it's what led people to depression. Stress can be pretty rough and hard to handle, considering it may come from a lot of things: academics, family, financial, or even the people they interact with. The more they are exposed to it, the more they'll develop problems with themselves.
Thank you, Nicole and Jasmine, for the wonderful discussion you shared. That was more convenient with how you portray it.
So that's what I've been feeling lately. I guess it is really important to keep track of my emotions before they become something bigger.
That's right, you can always seek a professional to help you find your coping strategy. But if you want, we can always talk furthermore about your emotional state so you can properly assess it. There's no rush. You have a lot of time figuring out. Until then, thank you for your time.